Hi everyone, and welcome to this video course in which I want to talk about a very important topic. I see a lot of my students and also others that they are following my teachings regarding the blades, the combat situations in which we are using these tools to create the space, the distance, to protect, to defend our lives, our families and the ones around us, practicing the majority of the times having only a t-shirt or practicing in some type of clothes that in reality in their daily activities they are not dressed in. So I want to underline the importance of making your trainings in clothes very similar to the ones that you wear in your daily activities. If all the time you are practicing in a t-shirt, for example, being in a warm environment, practicing and deploying your blade, having only a t-shirt, but in reality you are living in a cold environment and you are wearing a winter coat or a big jacket, and you are also closing it because it's very cold outside, and you expect that in a real life and death situation, under stress and pressure factors, you will be able to deploy the blade in the same way that you are doing in your training, then it's only you are lying yourself and it's an illusion. We must understand that we must train and we must prepare ourselves for that particular situations in which we must perform, we must deploy our blade under stress and pressure factors, when the adrenaline is rushing in our body, when the fine motor skills are not operating at the same level, when the heartbeats and the breathing it's increased, when the blood is redirected to big groups of muscles, when the tunnel vision is appearing, when your brain cannot anymore perform complex activities like in a relaxed environment. And not only this, but also with all the elements and factors that can influence more that situation. What type of elements? I give you only an example: meteorological factors. It can rain, it can be a lot of snow, it can be cold, you can have frozen fingers, the dexterity, the motricity. It will not be the same like training in a warm environment. Another type of element that can influence this, maybe you have blood on your hands, the sweat that it will appear because of the adrenaline and that particular fight, flight, freeze response. Another element, the clothes that you are wearing, and we are talking today about this. So very important to understand that in our training we try to reproduce the majority of the changes and elements that can influence in a real situation our performance. This is also one of the reasons why I never promote and say you must carry your blade only in this position. You must practice only from this concealed carry position. It's not existing this. is not existing the perfect way of carrying, the perfect deployment. It's existing the perfect or the best type of deployment suitable for every person in part, depending on the dress code, depending on the type of activities that he is doing, depending on his physical shape, and so on. So many things, depending on the legislation in the country in which he's living. Yeah, if I am teaching you appendix position carry with a fixed blade, but you are a law-abiding citizen and in your country is not permitting the carry of a fixed blade and you have a folding knife, then that is not for you. This is the reason why I'm showing many ways of carrying the blade. You must test, practice, and choose the right that is good or the best for you, for your situation. I want now to give you a simple example. I am dressed now in a t-shirt and I have my weapon in an appendix position carry. I have the training knife from Red Claw. I was making a review about this type of training knife, very good tool for the training. Of course, the t-shirt that I have now is not the one that I will carry or I will have on me in my daily activities because it's very slim. This basically is coming under something else, under a hoodie or something else. But I am using it here only like an example, yeah? I remind you that every time we don't want to wear a fit type of t-shirt because it will show the print of the weapon, yeah? But only for an example, we can make abstraction of this. So I have now a t-shirt on me. If I need to deploy now my blade very fast, this is only one piece of clothing, very fast to drag, very fast to take my blade from there and striking my target. With one hand, the same thing to extract the blade immediately out. Yeah, because again, I repeat, I exercise also a lot of times using a t-shirt, because also in my country where I'm living, we have the summer that all the time it's about t-shirts, but I am practicing also wearing other type of clothing, depending on my activities, depending on the time of the year in which I am. This is the reason why you must not limit yourself only to your training place, and the training clothes must not exist something like this. So if you are seen wearing something like this and deploy the blade, very easy, very fast. So okay guys, now I have on me a Hanorak, a type of jacket, but it's not a jacket because I cannot operate. It's like a Hanorak with a hoodie from Helicontex. I'm wearing it very often, it's very comfortable, and I want to show you now the differences. When I was having the t-shirt, very fast everything is going, very easy. Now I have a piece of clothing that not only that is more long, so automatically if you are training all the time and your t-shirts are somewhere here at the inguinal, at the femoral triangle, yeah, and all the time you are training to catch, to grip that t-shirt from that position, and the majority you have it at the same level because you have the same measures and you don't change the clothes, your brain is programmed to bring the hand automatically to that position. But only that now your jacket is more longer. So from here, where I was catching the shirt, I must go 10 centimeters more down to catch my jacket. So everything is changing. You train one ear, programming your brain to take the shirt from this position, and suddenly you are wearing something that you must go more down to take up the clothes. So this is only one element that is changing. Now, being more long, and this is the reason why I say many times to you, Guys, exercise with the clothes that you have, you wear, with the jacket, in the pants that you have, or buy, sorry, a second pair and use it for the training. Very important to understand what are the limitations when you are wearing this type of clothes. So now I have this jacket, and even if I am going to catch from down, look what is happening now when I want to take it up. Because it's long, when I'm taking my jacket to raise it, is blocking now, of course, on the back. And I cannot raise anymore, and it will be an obstacle to deploy my blade. I cannot take it, I can, but it will be an obstacle. It will influence my deployment, my ability to deploy the blade very fast, how I was doing until now. Using a t-shirt, having a t-shirt will change automatically. So only by practicing in the type of clothes that you have, you will understand what are the weak points and how you can come with new tactics to improve your deployment. If this jacket or this hanorak, it was a little bit elastic, then maybe even if I was catching from here and make this movement, automatically being elastic, it will go more up and it will permit me to extract, to liberate that space to extract the blade. But because it's not, it's stopping and it's blocking in that position. Because I am practicing in my clothes, I was also identifying other ways, other methods that can help me improve with the deployment. One of them is what I show you many times, using the hand in the pocket. But again, I repeat, this cannot happen when you are already in the ambush. So if I'm in a situation I was not able to identify in time the potential threats, and from 2 meters, 3 meters, somebody is coming very fast towards me with a blade to kill me, or the ones around, that doesn't have logic to go with my hands first in the pocket and to go with my jacket up and then to make to extract my blade and to hit. This can happen only in the situations, for example, using the hand in the pocket, that you can identify, you were identifying in time the potential threats, some suspicious persons, yeah, and you want to prepare better in such a way that you will not be taken by surprise if the ambush is starting. And then it's very simple. If I have this jacket, I know already what I must do. First, I will go with the hands because it's too down. I will go with the hands. If I can prepare myself, I will go with the hands more down and twisting a little bit the jacket, like I am raising a little bit more up on the back, so to not remain under, because if I want to extract, it will block. So I will raise a little bit under from the back, and now it's remaining in this position. Now, even if I'm not putting the hand in the pocket and I want directly to go to catch my hoodie and to take it, the hanorak, and to take it up, it will go the same like the t-shirt, because I don't have anymore an obstacle at the back. I was raising it. So if I want now, I will only catch from here and go up, and I'm liberating and I can strike. Yeah. But for this situation, I was saying that I'm using the pocket. So if I was having this particular time to identify and I have the possibility to prepare, first I put the hands down and I'm raising the back of the cloth so I don't have an obstacle. Then with the left hand I'm going in my pocket. Being with the hand in the pocket, now from this position I must only make this and already it's liberated. No obstacle, and I'm coming very fast up, deploying my blade and striking. No problems anymore. Yeah, but this because I was practicing. I was practicing at the beginning and having fails and understand that something is wrong, and this is one item that I'm dressing very often and I must find solutions. So if I will have the time, this is one. First, raising from up, like preparing, then putting a hand in the pocket. When I need it after, immediately I can deploy it from there, strike the target, create the distance. Then another method, if I need to prepare, for example, and I have the time to prepare myself because I was identifying potential threats, it's opening this type of item. This type of hanorak can be open until here. So for me it's enough to access my blade. So I can open this until here and put my hands in a position like this. One more up, one more down. So basically what I'm doing, it's only this when I need, if something is going, to create a little bit of space, and the other is going inside and is going exactly where my knife it is. So immediately I can extract it from there if I need it. So basically, to understand, here is the blade, and if I make this, you can see already the blade. Very easy. Where you are, I can use this because I have the knife, it's very close. Yeah, it's opening here. I put the hands in this position. If I have time to prepare, I must only be with the hands here, twist my body in an angle that you cannot see what I'm doing, and already my blade now it's in my hand. I am coming in another position, yeah, like this for example, but I have already the blade in my hand prepared. If I need to hit, I'm striking immediately the target, yeah, because it's very close and this is permitting. Okay, again I repeat, this is suitable for my type of clothing, for this type. This is the reason why the message of this video is try to take your clothes, jackets or other items, hoodies and so on that you are wearing, suits or other type of clothes, and practice. Try to see what are the weak points and how you can find other ways to improve your deployment. If you are practicing every time in sport, outwear, in, I don't know, in different kind of t-shirts and this kind of things, but you never wear, or maybe only 5% from your days you are wearing this type of clothing, then doesn't have a reason to practice like that. You must prepare for what are the situations that can appear, and what are the elements, what are the things that you are wearing, what are the laws in your country, so you need the tools available or that are permitted to that particular areas. Many things that can influence, but you must adapt and implement in your training that particular elements, so you train for that situations. If I want to adapt this for a fast deployment, I'm doing the next thing. This jacket, this hanorak has in the lateral this type of elastic bands. Basically what I'm doing, I am making this. And now my jacket, it's at the level that my t-shirt in general is. But because I was practicing and I was identifying the weak points, I'm using what type of accessories this jacket has, and immediately I can extract my blade like in a normal situation. Yeah. The same thing from the appendix position, my hand is going in diagonal, catching very good, liberating up, taking my blade, creating the triangle that is protecting the left side, axillary artery, heart, from the subclavian, some part of the carotid, of course not 100% protected, but it's better than extracting and remaining in an open type of position. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy the content and you understand the importance of this topic. Train yourself, dress in your clothes or clothes that they are similar to the ones that you are wearing in your daily activities. identify the weak points and trying to find solutions and tactics to improve your deployment when you are wearing that particular clothes. Stay safe and train hard.